Hello everybody and welcome to episode 40 in my Carthaginian campaign Let's Play for Imperator Rome's 1.3 Livy update. Man, episode 40. Just want to take a second to acknowledge that crazy milestone for this series. That's 40 hours minimum that we've done in this campaign. I guess I do take my time. The longest Let's Play before then was many years ago for Stellaris at 30 episodes, and then recently as well, Bosporan Kingdom was 30 episodes. So these are just really long series, and I appreciate being able to do them and have the support to continue through the entire campaign and see out the goal that we've set, which is obviously taking the entire Mediterranean, all the whilst turning our republic into an empire and building a road network around the whole thing. So where we left off in the last episode was we had just solidified the Mare Adriaticum as our 5th sea, I want to say. 5 out of 7 now in the Mediterranean that we've gotten. We just have the Aegean and the Egyptum left, if we count kind of southern Anatolia and then the central Aegean islands and things like that. So in order to take out the Adriatic, we had to wage war on the Dalmatiae, which had the overlord of Dardania, and they had an ally of Adricia. So we kind of two birds with one stone sort of situation. We went for Dalmatiae, and then we also kind of chunked out territory away from Adricia, pushing them further up to Thrace, kicking them out of Anatolia, and kind of solidifying the Hellespont in that kind of general area. We also saw the death of our 2nd emperor and our 4th monarch, Boods Barca the Egyptian, who was famed for taking so much of that territory around Egypt, Syria, Palestine, southern Anatolia, and now I guess as well the operation in Thrace and Illyria. So under his rule, and he wasn't ruling actually that long, he only took rule when he was in his 40s, I think, a lot was achieved. So now his son, Milcarum I Barca, leads, and he's got his young son, Abar Barca, and his wife, Isabel Blasiae. And he's basically gonna finish the job, because he's quite young, he's only 33, so he's gonna be our boy for the next 30 odd years, unless something tragic happens, which we'll have to... We didn't actually have much internal family intrigue with the Bosporan Kingdom Let's Play. If you haven't seen it, no spoilers really, but there was a lot of backstabbing within the family, a lot of murder and stuff that had to be kind of figured out, and who we're going to choose to marry and so on and so forth. That might have been because of the familial marriage. Anyways, let's get into the episode. So I think we're going to go to war with Phrygia. They have several client states or feudatories. They have Miletos, the Nesiotic League Islands here. They have Chios, Aztacos, and Kaizikos. So that's just like all of these little islands. I don't really feel like we need them, technically, but I guess if we have the time, we'll try and take them out. And then we have the Seleucid Empire with this chunk of territory here, and then one island belonging to Kos, of which Egypt are the overlords. So still some big players to attack. Phrygia, Seleucid Empire, and Egypt, even though Egypt is indirect, and kind of so is Seleucid Empire. I mean, they have armies down here. They have a big navy, and they're building it. But this is a sliver of territory compared to what we could have ended up fighting if they had linked up everything. So we might be able to just get that and piece them out. It depends on their military access and what they send our way. But for now, like I said, I think the idea is going to be to go for Phrygia, and then we'll get as much as we can, and then jump over to Seleucids, hopefully take that pretty swiftly, and then come back and take the rest of Phrygia, and then somewhere in between, grab that island of Kos. Now, I'm really confused, or at least not too sure, about how we're going to get their feudatories off of them. I don't know. I can't piece them out separately during the war, but I can certainly ask for them as part of the war goal if we own their territory. So what we're going to do now is basically form up all our armies to be ready to invade. So we need some armies here for the islands. We need armies here to go into Miletos. We need armies here to push across this area here. We could probably do with having some defense in Syria, and we could probably do with having some stuff ready on the Hellespont. So that's a lot. You know, we could have at least 2 or 3 armies in each place, I think. We've got about 14 or 15 armies. So we should be able to cover it all. Now, in between episodes, the only thing I did was I decommissioned a lot of forts in Italy. There are still some. But because I just couldn't be bothered going through absolutely everything. Actually, a lot of these are redundant, though. I could probably... Actually, it's disloyal. Can't even do it. But anyway, yeah, so speaking of disloyalty, then I went through a few things organized around some trade goods to make sure that our pops are as happy as possible here. So I brought in some... well, let's see. I brought in some dyes, wine, and olives. And each of these gives 10% to the different classes of happiness, except for tribesmen. But there isn't, I don't think, that much tribesmen here. No, there's only like 5 in the province, so that's fine. So basically just making everybody happier so that we can convert faster. Then the conversion at Alexandria is nearly 10%. So basically every 10 months we get a new pop converted, and we'll be tipping the scales pretty soon, as well as then getting a bunch flooding in that are Canaanite, as well as some others, but that will come in, give us the kind of dominant religion, allowing us to convert culture, which will allow us to colonize this area. If things are looking really bad and it is taking too long, I will just obviously manually move. Pop, someone made a great point where, like, there's Levantine culture out here, so we could just, this person, for instance, is Canaanite and Levantine with this province, so we could just filter them all along down the coast and eventually get there. It's just, it's pain. It's a pain to do. So I'd like to just get the city up and running and then just colonize next to it, make the most sense. Alright, apart from that, yeah, I don't think there's actually that much else going on. I'm moving that army. I've queued up to move a bunch of armies, but other than that, let's just let time play and see what happens. So this is really Milkarum's time to shine, you know. Nobody believes in him. Nobody thinks he's up to the task. People think he's kind of weird looking. And he's depressed and lazy. I feel like, and he's uncaring. I feel like he just doesn't give a shit that he's the emperor right now. But he is going to fulfill the mandate of his father, which was building a metropolis in Carthage, which is undergoing construction right now. And then as well as that, finishing off what he set out to do, as well as the father before him and him and her. Because we had Muttonball in there. Although I don't think Muttonball really cared about the Empire too much, thinking about it. But it remains to be seen. I got to write that fan fiction. Or write that lore. I guess it's not fan fiction when it's my own story. Alright. So yeah, we're going to have to decide where we're going to move armies. So we have 2 down here. I think I'll leave 1 more. And we'll put this one on the boats. And we'll head over to Greece to pick up some people. So let's kind of decide everything at Amphipolis. And that might be the right place to go. And then we have a boat here taking someone away. Yeah. And is a governor army. Great. So we can commission the roads, connect up the roads to be built fully. I think, wow, this needs to go pretty far down, actually. I don't know if we'll have the money for all that, but we'll see. So finish up that road network along the Illyrian coastline. That will connect it to Italy, which means we can just get around really quickly. And that's then all connected all throughout Greece, basically. And that connects all the way to Byzantium. Awesome. Alright, good. The other thing is I've sent an army to go here to continue the road network this way as well. So just finishing up that road network. No one's really mentioned it or asked me to do it, but it's just something I've wanted to do. We did it with the Bosporan Kingdom, so I feel like I want to do it now. We're going to enact provincial loyalty for the next couple years. How long does this even last? It is a 5-year thing. Okay. We'll probably end up going to war before that's done, but at least we'll calm things down in the meantime, slow things down as well. Now food is running out here. Maybe we don't have that much time. We could import some grain. I have to do that. Don't know if that'll help or not. Accident in Andros. Alright, we've been told of a major industrial accident at the extensive works in the vicinity of Andros in the Aegean Islands. Iron is the main export of the city, and it seems the knuckleheads in charge at the site allowed parts of the structural supports to fall into neglect as they tried to keep up with the high demand. A huge collapse all but wiped out the working shifts of slaves, and the owners have come groveling to the provincial authorities for compensation to help with the re-establishing of production. The slaves themselves are none too happy with the loss of their friends and family and naturally cagey about returning to work in such conditions. Without significant repairs, there's no way production can be maintained at anywhere near the previous levels, and the slaves are bound to cause problems. Alright, so we don't have the money. We could say there will be no handouts, or for pity's sake seize their property and compensate the slaves. Apparently our ruler's good character lends us to do this, so we'll lose popularity. The governor will lose loyalty. We'll lose too much money. I just don't have the money. So it's unfortunately there's going to be no handouts. Are the boats up there yet? No, they're on the way. So we need at least 3 armies, I'd say, here as well. Maybe 4. We'll go with 3 for now. So let's send them down this way and keep them chill there. Yeah, let's go with 4 just to be on the safe side. And then these ones can go back to Amphipoli. And they're going to head over to both Syria and Cilicia Trachea. Now, I've stopped paying the armies, by the way, so no one's drilling. Our military experience will be stalling, basically, now, as it decays. But at least we're making good money again for a while. And we'll save that up and then kind of commission buildings all over the place, because I did delete a lot of tribal settlements that we'd encountered and things of that nature. A lot of the forts, like I said. Alright, there we go. 6 armies. Let's pile them all on the boats. Alright, there they go. So these are going to be dispersed to no, not Cyprus. Sorry, Cilicia, Trachea, and Syria. That's it. We're going to come back and maybe take these guys off. Oh no, they still have food. That's good. They're just eating through their own food reserves right now. And that guy's actually building a road. I forgot that. That's nice. So he's built his road out this way. Ah, I like this soundtrack a lot. Feels good, man. And there's already a road built to here. Nice. Cool. Alright, good stuff. So. Just checking on these guys, but yeah, they're all fine. She's actually quite corrupt. Our general overview is 6544. So 6 isn't too bad. She's really the military mind of the whole thing, which is kind of cool. Maybe his mother is kind of filling him in as well. I like to think she's still going strong. She's a little unwell at the moment. Unnoticeable. When Isabel speaks. Who is Isabel anyway? Feels bad, man. Makes sense though. Melkishart Bodona died at the age of 59 of a heart attack. Governor of Syria. Alright. Let's bring the heavy ships out this way as well. So, Governor of Syria. We had him on conversions, I think. Let's go with Germilki Ugarid. And we'll use Milkopil's Bodona somewhere else. Because he's level 10. It might be better suited to down here. Although we'd be changing everything. Let me check the policies. Yeah, we've already set all those policies, so I don't want to change them. What about out here? Yeah, okay. Swap you. Add some religious conversions out that way. Gain a little bit of tyranny, but nobody minds a little bit of tyranny. Extra assimilation speed, am I right? It's good stuff. How's Alexandria doing? It's doing good, up to 41 pops now. Some of them have arrived, I think, maybe. Or at least we've grown some. 15% conversion speed, that's crazy. Love to see it though. We're almost tipping the scales now. 21 Canaanite. Oh, we have. Great. We are now dominant religion. So things will go a little faster now. So dominant religion. We just need dominant culture, and then we can just move a pop in there, and we're done. Alright, so we have arrived. This is one of our governor armies. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and the other 3. Actually, we'll leave a 4th here. And these 2 can go back to Syria. And they're just going to hold the line. I'm really not... I mean, going for the capital would obviously be a good move. It helps tip the scales in a war. Big time. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather get this stuff first. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what makes the most sense. It could be harder to keep because it's also the... Actually, yeah, what do I mean by that? It would be harder to keep? What the hell is wrong with me? Oh yeah, I know what I meant. Wow, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Okay, it would be harder to keep because there's more population here, so a lot of them aren't... it'd be harder to maintain unrest. That's what I meant, because it would take way longer to convert. So it would actually be good to go in and take it, sack it, and leave it to them. That way diminishing their population, and then in the second war we'll take it. Which would make a bit more sense, I think, because that way we'd be sacking it multiple times. We'll see though if we can do it in the same war. That'd be actually nice. So select this, do that, this. There we go. Caught red-handed. Uh-oh. Hauled in front of the court. Philicer Blossii. This is a sorry sight. Caught with jagged rock in hand. He is said to have been ready to strike down Holdu Gizgo in a brutal act of violence. Luckily, passers-by were quick enough to act and prevent this terrible deed, and we know we have the unenviable task of passing judgment. So we are reckless, depressed, lazy, forgiving, uncaring. So it's like, we shouldn't be too hasty, or a spell in the dungeon ought to straighten him out. It's like, that's fine, we shouldn't be too hasty. Yeah. Because he just doesn't care, you know? He's like, whatever, man. Who cares? It's not his empire anyway. He doesn't want the job. He's just being born into it. Alright, the ships are just outside Syria. Let's drop those two off. And where's the heavy ships? They should be on the way too now. They're coming around the Peloponnese. We've also commissioned the building of our flagship. Oh yeah, nice. So it's been done. There they are. 5 new ships. These ones are rare to come by. We can only get them through missions. So we'll just bring them over to Beirut and see what else we need to do. So a fort. So where is this? At this town we need 1 fort. It's been built already. Oh cool. I must have queued it up. Alright, and then that'll be done. And then on the right side of the mission, we have expanding the workforce. So greater than 800 gold. We have that illegally. Must be doing that. It needs to be the province capital, I think, and have city status. I think that's what it needs. I'm after losing it straight away. Oh god, I'll have to just search it. Sorry, IGIL. There it is. It's just one of the worst named ones ever in terms of having to type it out. Okay, let's. Oh, we don't have enough influence. Okay, so we need just a little bit more influence. We'll relocate the capital, and I think we can move on with that then. Let's just do what out of it. He doesn't care. All right. At least money's going up a lot now. Soon we'll have to start paying the men, letting them start to get their strength back and morale back. And we're going to have to go track down the Phrygian fleet at some point. It's up to 120 ships, almost. These guys are all ready to push in. 2-pronged attack. One on the north, one on the south. Push in, link up, go along the coastline. Prevent anything from coming up from behind us, which is really the goal there. And then on Syria, we're just going to hold the forts. This is a great fort to hold because it's on a mountain and on a river. And I think we'll do the same with that one. Alright, let's get the pre-war music going because I think we're going to get started quite soon. Things are coming together nicely. How's the food here? It's actually not as bad as it seems. The armies haven't suffered loss of food just yet. The road network's been built out this way as well. The road network is connected now on the Adriatic. It's a beautiful thing to see. I really don't like when it does that. It like builds the road out and then back in. Like why? There's no port there, so why would it do that? I guess wherever the city is founded, that's probably where it would go. Oh, I just spent more influence. Oh well, we get the stability, so it's all good. Alright, let's pay the armies. We're up to 3,000 gold now. And they'll just get their morale back. Oh shit! I didn't expect that. Cyrene have just popped up. Did they just have a rebellion? No. And they're not a subject either. How have Cyrenica done that? That's pretty frustrating. Who are they allied with? They're allied with Phrygia. Okay, so no change really. It just means that there might be more stuff there. I don't know how that happened. They just appear out of nowhere that they're in a truce, so I guess they just got peace immediately and then allied? I guess? Strange. Trapezo seemed to have grown a little bit as well. So that's Cyrenica, by the way, who would have been previously down here. I know people have said before, I've read the comments, you know, where people are like, oh, if you have a claim, you can eventually, like, reappear in rebellion. That's maybe how Rome appeared up here. I think that's so weird, though. Just because they have a claim. They don't have any, like, I don't get it. What does that have to do with anything? With the people there? How's that working? Like, the government from Cyrene fled there, and they have a claim there, and they eventually somehow establish it? It's strange. Integration of Thinicet has occurred. And we can welcome on these guys or not. Himilco Balid. These are all my kind of dudes. So let's just welcome them all. It's Thinicet. So they would have came from right there. It's all ours now. Perfect. Actually helps us out in terms of this number. Yeah, we went up by a little bit. Cool. Speaking of, how's it going up here? We're losing food up here, and I actually don't know what to do about it. I was looking at this in between sessions. I don't know how I can raise the population capacity here anymore. You know? Like, and keep the food. This is where the grain comes from. You can keep importing grain, but we lose all our other imports then. So we have a finite amount. Obviously, you can just keep investing if you have the political influence, but we don't. And we have a potential capacity that's really big. So people are just flooding into Carthage all the time now. And being converted. But I thought that these cities were kind of growing with the capital slightly. No, number of trade routes increases it. Okay, so I guess I do have to increase the trade routes to increase the amount of food we can even build ourselves. Okay, it's good to know. I never really thought about that. I might have to look into something like that in future then. Army maintenance costs negative 10%. Hells yeah. Army maintenance is 266, so that should make us 26 or something that we just made back by enacting that. Alright, the armies are almost back to full strength in terms of morale. We have them almost everywhere we need. We didn't leave one down here though. So that's a bit of a shame. I think I've got too many down here if I'll be honest, but... Yeah, let me double back with this guy. I'm going to put one more army on the boats. Send them out to the Nesiotic League. What's your problem? Why can't you join this? Oh, it's not big enough. Okay. Actually, just stay there for a sec. Drop off your boys. Cool. Alright, so I'm just dropping off the troops off the heavy ships. I'm going to take the heavy ships to Beirut. Let them link up with the other heavy ships. And then bring them back to the main fleet to support in any naval battles that we may end up having. So yeah. There should be food here for this guy to get. Yeah, good. Alright, cool. 44,000. So that's what's going to hold off the Nesiotic League. Because we have to hold them off in 2 points. I think here and there. Alright, seems good. Operation Aegean is about to kick off. It's taking a little while here, but shouldn't be too bad. Apart from the Cyrenican kind of territories there, I think we'll be fine. Unrivaled wealth, this guy died. He has a claim to it. Split it equally amongst everyone, please. Thank you. How's Alexandria doing? At least loyalty is going way up. The Anabasis has helped. It's actually not there anymore though, right? I don't think so. Nope. But it was lowering loyalty until he visited, so I like to think that that spurred them on a bit. Alright, bountiful harvest. We'll take the money. 5,000 gold, man. That event scales so crazily. Alright, there we go. We're hopping off. So we have an army of 9,000. What the hell is that? Oh, it's just the cav. That's what it is. Yeah, stay back on the fort then. Okay, let's start paying the fleet. And there's the Egyptian, the Phrygian fleet. We'll have to stay up there on the crossing. 73 ships taking 12,000 men north. Who are they at war with? Bambacy, Pontus, and Commagene. That's actually pretty good for us. We're going to be busy up there. Are we losing? No attrition. That's good. Excellent. Unused trade route. Take in more grain temporarily then. Still not enough. We'll have to save up our influence. Speaking of, didn't I need to move that capital? So what was it called? Igligli something? Damn, I can't remember its name. It's such a weird name. IGIL. Okay, cool. IGIL. There we go. There, because we can't change it once we're at war, so we have to do it now. Cool. Expanding the miner workforce. Boom. Costs us 800 gold. Prospecting costs us 800 as well. That takes a little bit of time. And this one we're just still waiting on the fort to be done, and then we can improve it. And then it also needs 2 court of law buildings. Alright, so that should be done in no time. Okay, cool. Let's get ready. I think we're ready. So, Nesiotic League, Aztacos. Oh shit, Adrissi are coming back in as well. That's a change. Shit. Ugh, Adrissia, why are you doing this to me? We might have to just piece them out separately then. Maybe get them as a tributary. That's alright, we have all these guys that can do it. It's just annoying. We just defeated them as well, so I hope that they haven't recovered too much. And we got their main forts, so they only have 3 forts, I want to say. A false lead in Tuca. While there was some indications that Tuca would be a site of interest for prospecting, it turns out that's not the case. Alright, let's just do it. So where are we going to say that we want to take? Caria, Ionia, Pamphylia. We'll go Caria Literalis. That's the area around here. Alright, war with Phrygia. So we're at war out here. We're at war here. And now we're also at war at Adrissia. But they're also busy in their own war. So let's turn on some war music. Just need to find it real quick. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I feel like my voice is going as well. So it's apologies for that. It's nothing I can do about it. Alright, war on all fronts pretty much. Let's go into the Nesiotic League. I've sent the cavalry back actually. We're gonna go for their fort. And queue up movement everywhere else. So let's queue up moving in there. Let's queue up moving in there. Let's go for that fort. Let's go for this fort. Let's see how it goes. I was gonna play defense down here, but I don't mind. We'll just push people in. And I'm gonna try and hold the Hellespont, but first off we're gonna go for Odrissia, who only have 12,000 men right now. And try to rush up straight to their forts. That one up there. That one there. Interesting. That's their entire force right there. 12,000 men. Pontus want help. Military access for Pontus and Commagene? Absolutely. They can walk through my lands if they want. They're also fighting Phrygia. Alright, the territories burn as we invade. What the hell? Oh, we must have had him in prison? He expired from leprosy at the age of 33. Man, to say expired for a person always sounds so gross. Oh shit! That popped out of nowhere. What the hell? Biblos. Biblos just popping out of nowhere again. I must have missed that before. Trapezos and Biblos. So Trapeze... I don't want to go to war with Trapezos as well, though. God damn it. Alright, let's see what we can take from here, then. Even just drive up war scores and stuff. These guys actually aren't in the war. That's so frustrating. But the other clients are. Okay. Actually, let's go this way and try to link up. Why can't we do that? Cyrene aren't in the war either. Okay, weird. God, it's a weird diplomatic mess. So we're just going to go straight for their fort. If we get there safely, then we'll send everything else around. 34,000 down here. They're mercenaries. Okay, cool. We're engaged in mortal combat over there. So this would be a perfect place to have our cavalry run rings around them. Because there's really not much forts out there. So just take everything quickly. So I might send the cavalry down across the Hellespont. Alright, cool. Victory, no problem. Our navy is holding the crossing as well. We could actually go further up and hold up here, I think. Oh no, they have ships here. We'll wait. Alright, and we have arrived at the siege. Great. Okay, so that's all good. Let's keep going with these guys. And the sieges down here are going just fine. Haven't even seen a Phrygian army yet. They might be all up in the north. Milker and Brolassii died from the advanced stages of venereal disease. He was a researcher. For oratory. Oramilk Balid. 12 oratory? Hang on a minute. Let's pop him in up here. Yeah, that's more like it. Lowers our aggressive expansion. Alright, what can we get? Siege engineers? I like the sound of that. And they're going to be looking to cross over now in a moment. Actually, I don't... Oh, they can't. Oh, yeah. Because of our navy. That's great. I'm somewhat of a tactical genius myself. Alright, any problems that I haven't thought of right now? Not that I can see. It is a bit of a problem having Cyrenica and Byblos popping up. It's separate wars that we have to go into like immediately. So we might have to open up Byblos as soon as we try to piece out Phrygia, just like we did in the last episode. Because they block me from getting to where I need to go. It might also work in our favor in terms of blocking Phrygia from getting to me, but either way. A crisis in Armacidia, not a big deal. That's the nation in between our territories in Macedon. These guys. They also own a tiny little sliver of territory there. Alright, so we've cleaned this area pretty handedly. Might get the fleet to come back out. I'm going to split the fleet in two. It's a little risky. Let's get Balbarka on the second fleet. He's going to go down and pick up these troops because we're going to need to pick them up and bring them out. Meanwhile, the heavy ships can go link up here and hold the crossing with the bigger fleet. Masha! Good name. We'll let Masha be its name. Alright, we've won one of the Nesiotic League battles. And what is this? The Nesiotic League. We didn't kill anybody. I don't know what happened. Okay, weird. Again, this is happening. Oh, it's happening up here with some mercenaries, I think. I see. It's just Imperator things. Don't worry about this. There we go. And the Adricians are getting pretty much wiped out as expected. Once we piece them out, we turn around and we head back down into Phrygian from the north. Phrygian territory from the north. Yep, and we're basically done out here. Okay, great. So I could go into a separate war with these guys. And that would bring me into a war with... Oh shit, their ally now is Apulia. Because it'd be good while we're here just to get this done, you know? Instead of getting ships and going around and all that, let's just walk over them. Can't we do that? It's just risky taking on more wars when Phrygia could like knock us out at some point with their 100 cohorts, which I don't know where they are. I think I'll wait till I piece out Adricia and then consider it. Alright, let's just change the music real quick. Unrivaled wealth, this guy died, he wants his money, split it amongst everyone. I don't even care about the loyalty. 46. That's the prospecting quest. 46 ships here. 2 of them are heavy. We might actually catch them with this fleet then. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to come south with my big fleet as well because our heavy ships are on the way over. We got to keep an eye out now for this. Could go very wrong. Don't want to lose any heavy ships, obviously. Alright, we're winning that battle there. 46 ships right there. Let's keep tailing them. We're coming down from the north to try and pincer them. Actually, hang on. They're in exile. Oh no, their army's in exile, but they're not. Okay, good. Yeah, looks like we've got him. Oh, they ducked in. Good call. Alright, let's go back to holding the strait. The armies are pouring over though now because we gave them an inch. So let's rush down to Lysimachia. The cavalry can get down there pretty quick as well. And the sieges are on the way. So what sieges do we win? We won the siege of Larissa, I thought it said. Is that out? Oh, it's out here. Yeah. That's cool music. Really cool music. Sandstorms kind of block us from really going any further in, so we might just wait. Just back off to my own territory for now. These guys are ready to go. If we want to run over Apulia. How many forts do they have? 1, 2. And Cyrenica have 1. I'll wait until we're just a bit more sure of it. Milkroom has fallen ill. He's got dysentery. So his father had 41,000. How much money does he have? 2,800. So who got his father's money? The wife? She has 5,000, maybe. What about his siblings? Nope. Doesn't look like they have any money. I don't know where that money goes. If anyone knows, I'd be interested to read it in the comments. If anyone knows what happens there. Does it just evaporate when the person dies? I thought it was split amongst the kids. 40,000 just to be evaporated like that is kind of annoying. Let's see. Yeah, we can pay. We can pay to help these guys out that have food shortages. It's fine. Alright, we're fighting as tacos here now. Good. So we try to defend our crossing, and then we've got numerous mercenaries. Buyout successful and refused. Okay, cool. So we got one of them. We're after just winning that fight immediately with them. And I have no idea what's happening. We're winning battles and losing battles all over the place. Let's see if I can rush these guys north. Can I? Nope. But, I mean, it's mercenaries killing mercenaries. I really don't care. Although, we might win that, actually. Ah, no, we're going to lose now. Close one. Okay, let's take a little mental break and do a recap on what's going on. Let's just pop someone in there for the mercenary costs. So we're conquering the islands. That's fine. That's the last bit of the islands we can get before having to go back around, which is good. That means they can't get to us either. We've got armies just stationed here doing nothing. We've won that siege. We're ready to push in and blow over these guys just to piece them out and take this territory, which I think I might do. I think I will do that. We're winning in Syria, it seems. There's not really much going on in there. And that's pretty much it. I mean, in Odrysia, it's a bit of a back and forth. We're about to take one of their second last fort. I didn't realize that we'd taken this one. Let's see if we can help out here. I don't know if we can in time. Probably not, but I'll commit to it anyway, because our cavalry is going to try and run up there as well. If they can just get there in time, that'd be great. Yeah, so they lost. So that's okay though. I mean, I just bought those mercenaries. I really don't care. The navy's back guarding the crossing, so we can just run up here and try to help out. We've won that siege as well, so let's rush over as well. So pile everything in over to the right side. Let's see if that helps. Oh, that's a lot of casualties right there. All right, just pull out. All right, just wait. Wait till everyone's together. So we'll just go launch from the fort and launch up to take this remaining bit of territory, and then they should be able to be pieced out separately. I don't think they're a subject. No, they're not. So they should be fine. We're holding their ships in here as well, which is good. Right, I'm gonna do it. I don't care. Let's just do it. Take Lycia. Yep. And this means pushing in this way and taking that fort while taking that fort, that one, and that one. So that's all the forts they have. 2 armies on each. Hopefully we can do it. Just worry about mercenaries obviously coming down. But if we take the forts quick enough, then we just take everything else pretty quick and piece them out. We could get Apulia as a tributary, which would be kind of nice. And just go for the coastlines. Although we could also take it. It's a decent province. Will be a lot more aggressive expansion to do that, though. Alright. So we've taken all the islands that we can. So now it's time to rush back over to our fort here. Help stave off the invading Nesiotic League. Yes, it's a big run that they have to do, but they're only starting that siege now. So our guys are here. Let's turn off Forced March. We don't need it on anymore. They're taking stuff behind us, but that's not a big deal. Damn, I just realized they're going through their allies' territory to take stuff back. I'll have to run up there with the cavalry. The cavalry should be able to handle that. Yeah, I think it's all good. 0% on that fort already. That's amazing. Strengthen Ubon Massilia is able to be done. Okay, it takes a little while to finish. We've done our prospecting as well. Wow, that siege has been defeated already. Holy crap. He must not have been preparing. It's crazy fast. Cadastral survey. As part of the strengthening of the governor's office in Udon, Massilia, a great number of local officials have been sent out to measure, document, and assess all land in Numidia. As always, when such a survey is undertaken, it can become clear how local records have been outdated or even manipulated to a large degree. As a reaction to this, it turns out that Tabnit Gizgo the Italiot, whose family owns land in the region, have now petitioned us to exempt some specific pieces of public land from this examination. Now that is a very nice gift. We'll get a bunch of corruption. Nah, it's okay. We'll say no exceptions. Go through everything diligently. We did this once before, but it didn't really work out. So we'll see how it plays out now, if any different. Alright, I mean, we're blitzing them. Survey is finished. Yeah, same thing that happened last time. So the family kind of got away with it, I think. Our cavalry's just about to win that fight. Oof, barely. Good job, though. Alright, great. So the final siege is on for Adrisia. So once they're done, we just turn our attention back down south. I might just get them as a tributary. I don't think I want them. See if we can get them as a tributary, I guess. Oh, shit. We didn't win this fight. I didn't expect that. Alright, we'll follow. I just expected it because it was my fort, but I mean, I guess they do have quite a strong army there. Siege lost. Alright, that's alright. We'll come back in a bit. Apulia run around me. Clever. How's the Syrian... The sandstorm is still raging. I can't believe it. Into the desert, boys. Go to Palmyra. This is a fun war. Okay, so let's take that, and that'll be Apulia done. That'll be their last territory. We're rushing over to prevent them taking anything from me, though, just in case they do. But then we should be able to piece them out. I think I will take their territory. It'll make our border look nice. All right, that's our fort. We should win this fight. Oh my god, the losses. Get in there. There we go. That's what I like to see. Cavalry's going to rush down and try to help these guys. We have the numbers. We don't have the morale. That's often our problem. Right, so Adrisia is done. Let's see if we can piece them out separately. Become a subject. Adrisia becomes a tributary. That's what we want. They're saying no. So they must have something somewhere. Oh shit, they have that. Damn. Damn. So close. Oh, I can help win that fight if we just run down here, I think. We should win it anyway, but they're bringing in another 1,000. It's only one unit though, but I want to be sure. Yeah, we won. Okay, cool. So turn around, go back, retake that. Man, it's so annoying maintaining everything. That's what we have to do, though. Alright, cool. Apulia are done, right? So let's see if we can piece them out. Needs to be coastal territory or adjacent to our own land. Ah, shit. Damn, I forgot. We don't own this, so we can't get them yet. I could get them as a client and just maybe integrate them in the future. We have the room for clients, so maybe we could do that. Ah, they're tribe. We can't even client them. 31,000 on my fort over there. We've just taken this area, though, so we could potentially just take everything if we just are quick enough here. I'm going to risk it. We're going to try and blitz over all the blue territory of Cyrenica and then piece them out together. See if we can do that. Yep, I think this will work. Man, it's like Hearts of Iron almost, with the amount of lines that I've got going of different directions and places to send people. I know it's not, but it's almost. In some way. We lost the Siege of Nidus. Are you kidding me? To Adrisia of all people? Oh my god. Now we can't peace out Adrisia. Can we buy that mercenary? Can you turn around? Yes. Great. Alright, take that back, please. Alright, victory. Enemy captured. Victory. Great. Anyone not doing anything? No, everyone's doing something. We're about to lose that fort, so we really need to jump on it like in one tick. 1 month tick. Establishing local bureaucracy, strengthening our administration in Ubon, Massilia, and thereby our rule in Numidia has made it clear how among the local elite that are fit, or how among the local elite that are fit to work in a proper Punic governor's office, okay? It has been requested that we send some proper scribes from Carthage to support the struggling local bureaucracy. Okay. Siege of Nidus is won. Hey, we took it back. Right, so Carthage should now be a metropolis. Yes, it is. So that's finally done. It would have happened actually a little while ago, but now we have population capacity for like a plus 100 basically from what we had. So now it's just like everyone's like, oh my god, Carthage is the greatest city of all time. But it is having food problems. So we need to invest in trade routes. And that will increase our food problems. Or, yeah, increase the amount of food we can produce even in its surrounding territories. Come on, I want to piece out something before we wrap this episode up. Come on. Actually, stay there. Help out with that fight. Ugh, they didn't last a fucking second. Alright. God, man, the Adrisians putting up more of a fight than they did the first time. There's no end to the amount of money they have. Cyrene are looking for peace. What do you want? They become a tributary and liberate Crete. No, I don't know what that would do, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, we beat the enemy in Thrace. Let's just keep going. Go. Stop that fort from being taken. Alright, so that's been retaken. So the east is fine. It's just these 3 patches of territory and that territory right there. So that's what we're working on right now. God, so many battles. I mean, what is the KD? 100,000 enemy losses. We lost 70,000. There's only a need for 13,000 though. We're actually doing just fine. So we've actually pieced or taken everything now. Oh no, just this one last little bit. Come on. There we go. Right, so that's Cyrene done. And that's it. 14 aggressive expansion. Let's pass judgment on the Cyrenican elite. We'll take in this group because they're just younger, I guess. This guy is anyway. Epanidrid. Have the rest crucified. Alright, we're getting little bits of territory here and there. And this fort has basically stopped being fought for because we took out all the armies that were fighting for it. And now we can just hammer on Phrygia like nobody's business. And we're kind of in a standoff with the Asiatic League for now. We're almost done. Ushmatarth Blasiai with the cavalry, I believe, is just holding out against that group there. And he's won. Excellent. Okay, let's turn off Force March for them. And them. Let them get their strength back. Is this Adrisian territory? No, it's Phrygian. Great. Okay, that's it. That's Adrisia done, I think. Adrisia. Become a tribute. Excellent. Alright, so Adrisia are done now. So now, the war is just Phrygia and their subjects, essentially. That's basically it. So yeah, Phrygia and all of their subjects. So we can just focus up on that. So if we have a look at what we've taken... We've just taken this patch of territory there. We've basically just said, okay, Idrissi, we don't have to worry about you anymore. And now we're in the position to just push in with like 100,000 men and start sweeping up as much territory as we can. And while we're just kind of grinding over in the east as well. Let's set them up out there as well. So that's kind of like, I guess that's it. That's really it for today. We're going to have to start fabricating on Byblos, although I think we do have something. But we are over the 55 mark now for aggressive expansion. We're over the 50 mark again. So that's kind of pretty heavy, actually, to be honest. We're converting at 16% here. But I think next month we won't be. Still can't quite colonize that. So yeah, so that's the situation. So we're going to start diverting some people over to Greece so that we can push down as the storms rage over the Aegean Islands and start really trying to take back some of the territories out here. We're still making money. We could buy off some of their mercenaries. We could try that. And then just keep taking back what they've taken from me. I haven't really seen many Phrygian armies, but there has to be some. There's one. There has to be some around here, you would imagine. And our goal was to get Caria Literalis, so it's in contest right now. Their subject, Miletus, unfortunately hasn't joined them, or isn't part of it. So we're just going to have to go around and take everything else we can around this territory. Push up with as much ferocity as we can. Close the pincer on them from both north and south. And see what we can get. If we can piece out their subjects, that'd be excellent. It's really what I'd like to do. Rather than even take their own territories. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Heavy Wars. We are in the year 673. So that's, I want to say, 50 years to go? Something like that? No, 60. 60 years to go. Till GG date. And we still, of course, have to take out costs, which means opening up a fresh war with Egypt and then Seleucids as well. So I think we did alright, considering that we got that Cyrene, and in a way, it's nice that they popped up separately, just in a way, because it meant that we could get that territory separate to our other wars, so otherwise it would have been too much war score for one war to get. But if we were to look at Phrygia right now and see, like, what can we get? We could get, well, we can't get that. They don't even want to give me that. That's crazy, but okay. So they ain't going down, they ain't putting, what is it? They ain't going down without a fight, that's the point. They ain't giving up yet. So we're going to pull all of these guys out, send them down this way, send them all down, and get ready for full-on Anatolian warfare. But then we might open up Byblos, and that might mean that we have to leave something for Trapezos here. And it'd be nice, because then we'd have both sides if we did manage to take something from them. I'm worried mostly about the aggressive expansion that's pretty high. But luckily our new dude is quite good. How old is he? 65? As long as he's well, we're pretty set for a while. Oh, I forgot about this army as well. So I'm just going to queue them up right now because I will forget in the next episode. So just continue the road network all the way down to Alexandria. Cool. All right. That's it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.